In comparison to men, most women are very reserved when it comes to expressing sexual attraction. Although they enjoy sexual relationships as much as men, they can often feel isolated or rejected when sharing their feelings or sexual desires. Another reason why women do not openly express their sexual desire to men they like is that they feel they can create a stronger connection or feeling by subtly expressing themselves through signals. Feeling loved and desired by men makes them feel sexier. Many women often choose to express their romantic interest in a subtle manner for various reasons. This indirect approach can stem from societal expectations, personal comfort levels, or a desire to gauge the other person's feelings without risking overt rejection. Additionally, subtlety allows women to maintain a sense of mystery and allure, which can be more intriguing to potential partners. However, this nuanced method of communication can pose challenges, particularly for men who may not be attuned to picking up these delicate signals. The subtleties can range from lingering glances and light touches to more complex body language and conversational cues, all of which require a keen sense of awareness to interpret accurately. Failing to recognize these signals at the right moment can lead to missed opportunities and potential misunderstandings. For many men, this can result in being unintentionally categorized as just another friend rather than a romantic interest. This phenomenon is not uncommon, with studies suggesting that nearly 90% of men struggle to accurately read the non-verbal cues that women use to express affection or a desire for intimacy. This inability to decipher these signs can cause frustration and confusion for both parties, ultimately hindering the development of a deeper, more intimate connection. To avoid such pitfalls, it is essential for men to educate themselves on the various signs of sexual attraction that women might exhibit. By understanding these indicators, men can respond appropriately and foster a mutual sense of attraction and desire. These signs can include a range of behaviors, from prolonged eye contact and playful teasing to more overt actions like physical closeness and mirroring body language. Recognizing and responding to these cues can significantly enhance the likelihood of progressing from friendship to a romantic relationship, creating a foundation for greater intimacy and understanding. Fortunately, there are resources available to help men navigate these complex social interactions. For instance, instructional videos can provide valuable insights into the subtle yet telling signs that indicate a woman's interest in becoming more intimate. In such videos, experts often share foolproof signals that women give when they want to take a relationship to a more intimate level. By paying attention to these 5 key signs, men can become more adept at reading the language of attraction, thereby improving their chances of building a meaningful and passionate connection with their romantic interests. Let's get started right now together. Number 1. She touches you constantly. Physical touch is one of the most apparent indicators of sexual attraction and can be considered a robust sign of physical desire. When a woman feels a strong attraction towards a man, she will likely initiate physical contact in various ways, such as touching his hands, legs, or face. This behavior indicates that she feels comfortable, safe, and drawn to him. As her sense of security and confidence grows in his presence, her inclination to be physically close to him also increases, thereby intensifying her emotional and sexual attraction. This subconscious response often manifests as gentle touches and caresses, signaling her genuine interest and desire. Initially, the physical contact may be subtle and seemingly casual. She might start by lightly brushing her fingers against his during a conversation or playfully touching his arm while sharing a joke. These seemingly innocent gestures are her way of testing the waters, gauging his response, and building a connection. Each touch, no matter how slight, serves as a building block in establishing a deeper level of intimacy and attraction. As the comfort level between them grows, the frequency and intensity of these touches often increase. She may begin to touch his arm more frequently, perhaps while laughing at his jokes or making a point during a conversation. This behavior is a clear indication that she feels a connection and is becoming more comfortable with physical closeness. It's a natural progression from initial lighter touches to more significant and prolonged contact. When a woman feels a heightened sense of attraction, her touches may become more intimate. She might place her hand on his thigh during a conversation or gently caress his chest or neck. These gestures are more deliberate and signal a deeper level of desire and attraction. Such intimate touches are a strong indicator that she feels a strong physical and emotional connection, and her desire to be close to him is growing. Furthermore, touch is a powerful tool for communication, often conveying emotions that words cannot. When a woman uses touch to express her attraction, she is engaging in a non-verbal form of communication that can be even more telling than spoken words. This form of communication is often more genuine and heartfelt, reflecting her true feelings and desires. Statistically, research has shown that touch can significantly enhance the feeling of connection and intimacy between individuals. Studies suggest that physical touch releases oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, which fosters feelings of bonding and attachment. This biological response explains why touch is such a critical component in the development of romantic and sexual relationships. It's important to note that everyone's comfort level with touch varies, and not all physical contact signifies sexual attraction. However, when combined with other signs of interest and attraction, frequent and intentional touching is a strong indicator of her desire. Paying attention to these cues can provide valuable insights into her feelings and intentions. In summary, when a woman frequently touches a man, especially in more intimate areas like the legs, chest, neck, or face, it is a powerful sign of her sexual attraction and desire. This behavior reflects her growing comfort and confidence in his presence and her desire to establish a deeper physical and emotional connection. Understanding and reciprocating these signals can help foster a mutual attraction and strengthen the bond between them. Jessica had known Mark for a few months now. They first met at a mutual friend's birthday party, and since then, they often found themselves hanging out within the same social circles. Jessica always found Mark charming and attractive, but she had been cautious about revealing her feelings too soon. However, over the past few weeks, her attraction to him had grown stronger, and she began to feel more confident about expressing it. One Friday evening, they both attended a small gathering at their friend Lisa's apartment. The cozy atmosphere filled with laughter and casual conversations made Jessica feel particularly at ease. She noticed that Mark was seated on a couch, engaged in a lively discussion about their favorite TV shows. As she walked over to join him, she felt a flutter of excitement. Taking a seat next to Mark, Jessica felt an immediate rush of warmth. She started by casually brushing her fingers against his when they both reached for the same snack. Mark glanced at her and smiled. A spark of recognition in his eyes encouraged Jessica to allow her hand to linger a bit longer than necessary before pulling it away. Throughout the evening, their conversation flowed effortlessly. They joked about the latest episode of their favorite show, and as Jessica laughed, she lightly touched Mark's forearm, her fingers grazing his skin. It felt natural, almost instinctive. Mark didn't pull away. Instead, he leaned in closer, clearly enjoying the attention. As the night wore on, the group decided to play a board game. Jessica and Mark found themselves seated next to each other again. Whenever Mark made a funny comment or a clever move, Jessica would playfully pat his knee or nudge his shoulder. Each touch seemed to draw them closer, building a bridge of familiarity and comfort. At one point, Mark made a particularly witty remark that had everyone in stitches. Unable to contain her laughter, Jessica placed her hand on his thigh, squeezing it lightly. This time, Mark responded by covering her hand with his, giving it a gentle squeeze in return. The touch sent a pleasant shiver up Jessica's spine, and she knew Mark felt it too by the way he glanced at her, his eyes twinkling with interest. Later in the evening, as the group started to disperse, Jessica and Mark found themselves alone on the balcony, enjoying the cool night air. They stood close, their shoulders brushing against each other. Jessica felt a mix of excitement and nervousness, but she didn't shy away. She took a deep breath and turned to face him, her hand instinctively reaching up to brush an imaginary piece of lint from his chest. Mark looked down at her hand and then back into her eyes, a slow smile spreading across his face. He gently took her hand in his, holding it against his chest for a moment before interlacing their fingers. The gesture felt intimate and reassuring. Feeling emboldened, Jessica moved her other hand to his neck, lightly tracing her fingers along his skin. Mark's breath hitched slightly, and he closed the distance between them, his free hand resting on her waist. Their faces were just inches apart now, and Jessica could feel the magnetic pull between them. Finally, Mark leaned in and whispered, "I've wanted to do this for a while." Jessica smiled and closed her eyes as he softly kissed her, the culmination of their unspoken attraction and the evening's shared touches. The kiss was tender and filled with promise, a testament to the connection they had built through their touches. In the days that followed, their relationship blossomed. The initial touches that Jessica had initiated had paved the way for a deeper connection, allowing them both to express their feelings openly. What started as casual, seemingly innocent touches had evolved into a meaningful relationship built on mutual attraction and affection. Number 2. She always talks about intimacy. When a woman feels a strong sexual attraction towards you, one of the most telling signs is her tendency to steer conversations towards intimacy. This behavior is not random. It's a deliberate way to gauge your interest, build a connection, and ignite fantasies about being intimate together. She may subtly or overtly bring up topics related to intimate experiences, preferences, and desires. For instance, she might ask questions like, "What's the craziest place you've ever had sex?" Or, "What are some of your wildest fantasies?" These questions serve a dual purpose. They allow her to understand your intimate preferences while also planting the seed of thought about being intimate with her. In these conversations, she might also share details about her own intimate life. She could mention how long it has been since she last had sex, or discuss her favorite positions and fantasies. This openness is a strong sign of her comfort level with you and her desire to create a space where intimacy can be discussed freely. By sharing such personal details, she is not only trying to spark your interest, but also creating a sense of mutual vulnerability and trust, which are crucial elements in developing a deeper connection. Statistics show that open communication about sexual desires and experiences is linked to higher levels of relationship satisfaction. A study published in the Journal of Sex Research found that couples who discuss their sexual preferences and fantasies report higher levels of intimacy and relationship satisfaction. This suggests that when a woman initiates these conversations, she is likely trying to build a foundation for a potential intimate relationship. She wants to ensure that there is compatibility and that both of you are comfortable discussing and exploring your desires. Moreover, discussing intimate topics can also be a way for her to test the waters and see how you respond. If you engage positively and reciprocate by sharing your own experiences and fantasies, It signals to her that you are interested and open to the possibility of a deeper connection. Conversely, if you seem uncomfortable or disinterested, she might take it as a sign that you are not on the same page in terms of sexual attraction and compatibility. It's important to note that these conversations often go beyond mere curiosity. When a woman consistently brings up intimate topics, she is usually trying to create a mental and emotional environment where sexual attraction thrives. By discussing fantasies and experiences, she is encouraging you to think about her in a sexual context. This mental stimulation can be a powerful tool in building attraction, as it keeps the idea of intimacy at the forefront of your mind. Research also supports the idea that sexual communication is a crucial component of sexual satisfaction. According to a study by the Archives of Sexual Behavior, couples who engage in frequent and open sexual communication tend to have better sexual experiences and greater overall satisfaction in their relationships. This underscores the importance of these intimate conversations in building a healthy and fulfilling sexual relationship. Another aspect to consider is the level of detail she shares. When a woman talks about her intimate life, the specifics she provides can be very telling. For instance, if she talks about how long it has been since she last had sex, or describes her favorite positions in detail, she is likely trying to convey her sexual availability and interest. This level of openness is typically reserved for someone she feels a strong attraction to and trusts enough to share such personal information. In conclusion, when a woman frequently brings up intimate topics in your conversations, it is a significant sign of her sexual interest. She is using these discussions to gauge your compatibility, build a sense of trust and openness, and stimulate your imagination about being intimate with her. Recognizing and engaging in these conversations can help you understand her intentions and potentially lead to a deeper and more fulfilling connection. By fostering open and honest communication about your desires and experiences, you can create a strong foundation for a satisfying and intimate relationship. Intimacy is not purely physical. It is the act of connecting with someone so deeply that you feel you can see into their soul. This famous quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of intimacy. When a woman frequently steers conversations towards intimate topics, she is not merely engaging in idle talk. She is attempting to connect with you on a profound level. This effort to delve into personal and private matters signifies a desire to form a deeper bond, transcending the superficial layers of acquaintance or friendship. The conversations about intimate details are a pathway she uses to foster a connection that is both emotional and physical, indicating her interest in building a relationship grounded in mutual understanding and desire. When a woman asks questions about your intimate life, such as what is the craziest place you've ever had sex, or what are your wildest fantasies, she is not only seeking to understand your experiences and preferences, but also creating a space where both of you can share and explore your desires openly. This level of openness is often a precursor to physical intimacy, as it builds a foundation of trust and vulnerability. By engaging in such conversations, she is subtly inviting you to imagine scenarios where the two of you could fulfill these fantasies together, thus deepening the emotional and sexual connection between you. Statistics and research support the notion that open communication about sexual desires significantly enhances relationship satisfaction. According to a study published in the Journal of Sex Research, couples who frequently discuss their sexual fantasies and preferences report higher levels of intimacy and overall relationship satisfaction. This suggests that when a woman brings up intimate topics, she is likely aiming to establish a similar level of communication and satisfaction in a potential relationship with you. Her questions and shared stories are strategic moves to ensure that there is a strong foundation of sexual compatibility and mutual understanding. Furthermore, these conversations often serve as a litmus test for your receptiveness and willingness to engage in deeper discussions. If you respond positively and share your own experiences and fantasies, it signals to her that you are open to the idea of a closer, more intimate relationship. On the other hand, if you seem uncomfortable or dismissive, she might interpret this as a lack of interest or compatibility, which could influence her decision on whether to pursue the relationship further. Thus, your reaction to these intimate discussions plays a crucial role in determining the future trajectory of your relationship. In essence, when a woman consistently brings up intimate topics in your conversations, it is a significant indication of her sexual interest and desire to connect with you on a deeper level. This behavior reflects her efforts to build a foundation of trust, openness, and mutual vulnerability, which are essential for a satisfying and intimate relationship. Recognizing and reciprocating these signals can help you navigate the dynamics of your interaction, potentially leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful connection. By fostering open and honest communication about your desires and experiences, you can create a strong foundation for a relationship that is both emotionally and physically rewarding. Number 3, she makes intimate gestures. Deciphering a woman's attraction towards a man often hinges on interpreting her body language and subtle gestures, which can communicate her thoughts and desires more eloquently than words alone. Despite attempts to conceal her feelings, her actions often reveal much about her inner state. When a woman feels attracted to you, her body language tends to become more relaxed and welcoming. She might lean in closer during conversations, maintain prolonged eye contact, and smile frequently. These subtle yet significant changes in demeanor reflect her growing comfort and interest in your presence, signaling a desire to foster a deeper connection. Physical touch serves as a potent indicator to gauge her level of attraction. Further initiating gentle touches on her hands or arms can provide valuable feedback. A positive response, such as her leaning into the touch or reciprocating with her own subtle touch, suggests she feels at ease and secure in your company. Progressing to more intimate areas, such as lightly touching her legs or shoulders, can deepen this connection. If she responds warmly and does not exhibit discomfort or withdraw, it indicates a genuine enjoyment of your closeness and a potential interest in further intimacy. Research underscores the pivotal role of nonverbal cues in signaling attraction. Studies in psychology and interpersonal communication consistently highlight that body language constitutes a significant portion of human interaction, often conveying more than verbal expressions alone. For instance, research published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior emphasizes how gestures and subtle movements play a crucial role in communicating attraction and interest between individuals. Understanding and interpreting these nonverbal cues can provide profound insights into the dynamics of romantic interactions, guiding your approach and responses accordingly. Conversely, if a woman visibly removes your hand or displays signs of discomfort when touched, it may signify either a lack of reciprocal attraction or a need for more time to establish trust and comfort. Women often employ subtle rejections to communicate personal boundaries and preferences, which necessitates respectful acknowledgement and consideration in fostering mutual understanding and respect within any interaction. Women possess a nuanced understanding of using body language as a tool of seduction, subtly enhancing their femininity to captivate the object of their desire. When attracted to someone, a woman may unconsciously emphasize her femininity through various gestures. These might include playful gestures like twirling her hair, lightly caressing objects such as a glass or necklace, or adjusting her attire in a way that draws attention to her physical attributes. These actions are deliberate attempts to enhance her allure and invite admiration from the person she finds attractive. Furthermore, her body language may encompass subtle movements that reveal more of her neck or chest, traditionally considered erogenous zones. These gestures are not mere coincidences, but strategic displays intended to enchant and entice. By drawing attention to these areas, she subtly communicates her desire for admiration and appreciation of her physicality, aiming to forge a deeper emotional and physical connection. Mastering the nuances of feminine body language enhances your ability to interpret and respond to signals of attraction effectively. By reciprocating with respectful attention and appreciation for her gestures, you foster a mutual understanding that can deepen the connection between you. This mutual understanding forms a foundational element for cultivating trust and emotional intimacy, essential components of any meaningful and enduring relationship. Attentiveness to a woman's body language and gestures provides invaluable clues about her attraction and interest. Observing her relaxation, proximity, and responses to subtle touches enables you to discern her comfort level and receptiveness. Recognizing and interpreting these signals facilitates respectful and confident interactions, fostering a deeper connection rooted in mutual understanding and attraction. Through attentive observation and responsive communication, you navigate the complexities of attraction and lay the groundwork for a relationship grounded in respect, trust, and mutual desire. Deciphering and interpreting sexual attraction signals is often seen as a nuanced endeavor for men. Understanding the subtle cues embedded in a woman's body language and gestures can offer profound insights into her level of interest and comfort. These non-verbal signals transcend mere words, providing glimpses into her emotional state and readiness for deeper connections. By attentively observing cues like prolonged eye contact, frequent smiling, and positive responses to physical touch, we navigate interactions with sensitivity and respect, aiming to foster meaningful connections. Nevertheless, the clarity and directness of these signals can vary greatly among individuals and circumstances. Some women may express their attraction overtly, while others might prefer subtler forms of communication. Cultural backgrounds, personal experiences, and individual communication styles all play pivotal roles in shaping how attraction is conveyed. Thus, while it is imperative for men to be attuned to nonverbal cues, fostering channels of open and honest communication remains equally essential in cultivating mutual understanding and respect. We value your perspectives on this nuanced topic. Should women strive to make their attraction signals clearer, or is it incumbent upon us as men to interpret and respond to these cues with sensitivity and discernment? Your insights are pivotal in enriching our collective understanding of interpersonal dynamics and relationships. In addition, if you have found value in our exploration thus far, we warmly invite you to support our channel by liking this video and subscribing. Your engagement not only encourages us to produce more content that resonates with you, but also fuels our channel's growth and outreach. We deeply appreciate your support and eagerly anticipate hearing your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 4, she invites you to her home. Inviting a man into her home can often be a definitive signal of a woman's desire for intimacy, especially after establishing a connection on previous dates where signs of attraction were evident. When a woman extends an invitation for coffee, a meal, or to watch movies at her place, it goes beyond mere hospitality. It signifies a desire for a deeper, more intimate connection. Women typically reserve such invitations for men they trust and feel comfortable with, making it a significant step towards potentially sharing intimate moments together. Research and real-life experiences affirm that inviting someone into one's personal space, such as one's home, is often a deliberate move to escalate the relationship. According to a survey conducted by relationship experts, over 70% of women admitted that inviting a man to their home is a deliberate step towards initiating physical intimacy. This statistic underscores the intentionality behind such invitations and the importance of understanding their significance in the context of romantic relationships. Moreover, women may employ subtler methods to facilitate intimate settings, such as requesting assistance with tasks that necessitate visiting their homes. Whether it's helping with minor repairs, computer troubleshooting, or even walking the dog, these requests serve as plausible reasons to spend time alone together in a more private environment. It's a strategic maneuver that allows for increased comfort and closeness, providing opportunities for deeper conversations and emotional connection. In real-life scenarios, the invitation to her home serves as a pivotal moment where attraction and trust converge. It's a gesture that indicates not only comfort and familiarity, but also a desire for emotional and physical closeness. By inviting you into her personal space, she implicitly communicates her readiness to explore a deeper level of connection beyond casual dating. However, it's essential to recognize that every individual and relationship is unique. While some women may be overt in their invitations and intentions, others may proceed with more subtlety, gradually testing the waters of emotional and physical intimacy. Cultural norms, personal boundaries, and past experiences all influence how individuals navigate these dynamics. Understanding these nuances requires sensitivity and attentiveness to both verbal and non-verbal cues. Paying attention to her body language, the tone of her invitations, and the context in which they occur can provide valuable insights into her comfort level and intentions. By responding with respect and consideration, you foster an environment of trust and mutual understanding, laying the groundwork for a relationship based on genuine connection and shared intimacy. In conclusion, when a woman invites you to her home following established signs of attraction, it signifies a significant step towards deeper emotional and physical intimacy. It's a gesture rooted in trust and comfort, highlighting her desire to explore a closer bond with you. By acknowledging and reciprocating her invitation with sensitivity and respect, you pave the way for meaningful interactions that can potentially lead to a fulfilling and mutually satisfying relationship. We value your thoughts and experiences on this topic. Have you encountered similar situations? How did you interpret and respond to such invitations? Share your insights in the comments below. Similarly, if you found this discussion valuable, we encourage you to support our channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content that explores the complexities of relationships and human connections. Number 5. She draws your attention to her lips. When a woman seeks to intensify the emotional and physical connection with you, her lips become a powerful tool of non-verbal communication. Research in psychology suggests that facial expressions, including lip movements, play a significant role in conveying emotions and intentions. According to studies conducted in the field, lip biting can indicate both anxiety and arousal, depending on the context and accompanying behaviors. The attention she pays to this area of her face reveals a subtle yet undeniable desire to awaken your most intimate instincts. In studies conducted by various universities, researchers have found that lip biting or licking can be unconscious signs of attraction, often observed in romantic settings where individuals seek to establish a deeper connection. For instance, a study from Harvard University highlighted that such non-verbal behaviors are frequently employed during the initial phases of romantic encounters, aiming to signal interest and establish rapport. The seductive act of biting her lips becomes a skillful tactic to catch your attention in a way that goes beyond words. This gesture, made while she fixes her gaze on you, is a visual invitation that transcends language barriers. Research cited in Psychology Today suggests that a significant majority of respondents find lip biting attractive, associating it with flirtation and sexual interest. Moreover, a survey conducted by the Kinsey Institute revealed that lip biting is a common behavior across cultures, often interpreted as a subtle invitation for further interaction. By biting her lips, she creates an aura of provocation, a signal that suggests not only romantic interest, but also a burning desire to explore a deeper connection. Studies conducted by leading universities note that lip biting is often used subconsciously as a non-verbal cue to communicate hidden desires and intentions. According to findings published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals engaged in such behaviors are more likely to experience heightened emotional arousal and seek closer proximity to their romantic interests. Lip biting becomes an act of provocation, a sort of call to action to activate your most erotic thoughts about her. Research published in Evolutionary Psychology has found that lip biting and courtship rituals can serve as a form of sexual signaling, enhancing attractiveness and signaling receptivity. Evolutionary biologists suggest that such behaviors may have evolutionary roots, indicating reproductive fitness and signaling readiness for intimate engagement. As always, it is crucial to consider the context and consistency of these signals with other aspects of her behavior. Relationship experts emphasize that non-verbal cues, such as lip biting, should be interpreted alongside verbal communication to gauge a person's true intentions accurately. If you notice this gesture repeating in specific situations or in response to certain stimuli, it is likely she is using her lips as a way to communicate her most intimate feelings. Surveys conducted by respected institutions suggest that individuals often use non-verbal cues, like lip biting, to express subconscious emotions that they may not articulate verbally. Research from the University of California, Berkeley, underscores the importance of non-verbal communication in romantic relationships, highlighting its role in enhancing intimacy and understanding between partners. Ultimately, the precise interpretation of these signals will depend on the sensitivity and attention we dedicate to these non-verbal details in the context of our interaction. Researchers from respected universities advise that active listening and awareness of non-verbal cues can significantly enhance communication and understanding between individuals in romantic relationships. Dr. Sue Johnson, a clinical psychologist and researcher, emphasizes the role of non-verbal cues in her emotionally focused therapy approach, suggesting that they can deepen emotional connection and foster secure attachments. And that concludes today's video. If you found the content interesting and useful, we invite you to show your support by liking the video and sharing it with others who might find value in this information. Also, don't forget to subscribe to access more content like this in the future. We look forward to seeing you in the next video to continue exploring relevant and exciting topics together. We sincerely hope that this message has been useful to you. We want to congratulate you greatly for having come this far and for having finished the video. That means that you want to improve as a person. If you like the video, leave your comment. If you don't know what to comment, comment "I dare," so we know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us on this journey of learning and self-improvement.